Hey y'all, so this is exclusively Bobby, MD edition.
Fantasizing, got him fiending for this. He want my number, had to hit him with the hit him with the hit him with the
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bobby, and on today's episode of Uncut, we're going to talk about dating and relationships. Today I have the pleasure of introducing one of my colleagues, and I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Alex Albanesa. I'm a year 2 medical student at St. George's University. I'm from California, but I was originally born in the Philippines, and the specialty I'm interested in is cardiology.
Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and dive into the first question. How do you feel about dating while in med school?
So dating in med school is really tough, honestly. There's a lot of pros and cons to it, but if you feel like you found the right person, I think it's definitely worth the risk.
Okay, I like that. Are you currently in a relationship?
Yes.
How do you and your partner meet?
So me and my partner met through a mutual friend. They were actually roommates before, and after hanging out with them, we kind of got really close, and then eventually things kind of just started to spark, and then one thing led to the next, and here we are.
Okay. How often do you guys see each other?
Every day. We sleep over at each other's houses. With med school, it's really difficult to find time to spend some quality time with each other. So the things that we really like to value is having lunch together and sleeping together at least.
Do you feel like it's easier to date someone that's also pursuing medicine?
I actually 100% think that is true. With our schedules and just constantly having to move around, it's really hard to find someone who's actually understanding of what being in med school is really like. So having someone who's also in med school, also understanding with that aspect makes it a lot easier.
How do you balance your studies, your needs, along with your partner's needs?
So, before we started dating, one of the very first things that we laid down was that school always came first. So we always made sure that we put school first, and then whatever extra time we had, we would spend with each other. And luckily, dating your best friend makes that very easy because you want to spend your time with them.
Yeah.
It's not like just oh man, I gotta have this chore that I need to do, which is hanging out with my girlfriend. No, dude, you actually, well, if you're dating the right person, you actually like spending time with them. So it's pretty easy to balance when you put school first.
How do you guys plan your dates or special nights when it comes to exam week and stuff like that?
So for the most part, our special date nights and stuff like that are very few. But what we try to do is after an exam or on a Friday night after we get all of our work done, then we'll kind of splurge a little bit, maybe get some takeout at a nice restaurant, or if we even have the time, just go to the nice restaurant in general. But like I said before, we always make sure we get all of our work done before we do something like that.
Yeah. Have to. Got to. Have you ever dated someone outside of medicine? And what was that like?
I never dated someone outside of medicine while I was in med school. So I guess the answer is no.
Do you feel like it would be difficult to date someone that's not pursuing medicine?
With any relationship, you just need really good communication. So if that is you, I would definitely just try to communicate beforehand. One thing that my girlfriend and I do, even though we're both in med school, is that we both have a Google Calendar and we plan out our entire day. And then the little spots that we have in between, we're like, oh, you want to do this together? So even if you're not in med school, I feel like that's something you can still apply to your relationship. So maybe just communication and just try to make it work through that.
I like that. Google Calendar.
Google Calendars are very helpful because you can share it, and it's just wow, it's so easy.
It's so structural, uniform. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so place these things in order from important to least important: career, love life, social life.
So for right now, career, then love life, then social life.
And last question: what is one piece of advice you have for pre-med students or anyone thinking about becoming a doctor?
Well, first and foremost, make sure that this is something that you actually want to do, because medicine just absolutely breaks people. No, and I'm being serious.
No, you're right.
It's really tough, and you lose the motivation if it's not something you're truly interested in. One thing that I realized during this past term is that if it's something you're truly passionate about, even though it's really stressful and difficult, you're gonna push through it, and that's one of the most important things before you're getting in here, is making sure that this is what you want to do. Because 1, it's expensive, 2, it's super time consuming, and 3, if you're in it for the money, you're gonna have a horrible time because the money's not that great. Whereas other careers, you can just do something with a 4-year college degree and make similar amounts of money, and you'll probably be happier too.
The debt, the stress.
Yeah.
Okay guys, that was the last question. I really hope you guys enjoyed that segment. If you guys have any comments, any questions, just drop them below and I'll try my best to answer them. But for now, bye.
With the hit 'em with the